you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to rejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest doctor, security, or arena staff member. We hope you'll come back many times this season, and our ticket booth has the latest specials and upcoming events. Stop by before you
Oh, say does that so
TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live. And tonight, it'll be the Orlando Magic going up against the Brooklyn Nets. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Shorter rotation player, next man up mentality, though. It does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now, we'll see how they overcome it.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. We've got Nicholas Claxton, Shake Milton out there with Cameron Thomas. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. And for Orlando, well, if you follow... Too often, Grant.
And at times, I think that's been a fair criticism. But you'd rather have MP trying to involve his teammates too much than not at all. People had the same complaint about LeBron early in his career, and that worked out fine.
And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, B.A., most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
Suggs surveys the D. Here's Banchero. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Armstrong passes to Thomas. That three's off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Suggs finds Wagner. Suggs against Melton. Offensive board. Here's Wagner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wagner's got 7 points.
Really good work by Wagner there, turning that miss into a make. Those are the type of baskets that can swing games sometimes.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Hey guys, well, the Magic were one of last season's most improved teams, and with the addition this summer of Contavious Caldwell-Pope, they've addressed an area of real need. A player who can space the floor, add to their already stout defense, and has championship pedigree. They're going to continue to rise in this league, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thanks very much. Pass to Thomas. Lets it fly. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
The 3 from Banchero. Claxton with a rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Thomas passes to Armstrong. Back to Thomas. Here's Armstrong. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
I just love the ball movement.
10 points separating these teams. Melton against Suggs. Pass to Banchero. No good again that time.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Brooklyn out in front. They're up by 10. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
They've got Mo Wagner. He's out there with Banchero. Goga Bitadze is out there with Corey Joseph. And it's Black in at the 1. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Clark, he's a former 1-1 back in 2022. The league better watch out. Paolo Banchero is coming.
And he's coming with force, B.A. Loved him his 1 year in college. Loved his mobility, his strength, his savvy, and all of that on display as he's going to be one of the bright stars in the years ahead in the NBA.
That free throw, no good. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Harris is checked in for Orlando. No good on the second free throw.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Here's Armstrong. There's the drive. Great D that time from Banchero. Magic trail by 12. Here's Black. Harris outside. Bitadze, the pass to Harris. Back to Bitadze. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Finney-Smith. Williams with it. Now guarded by Harris. And now the Nets on the break. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Armstrong. 6 on the shot clock. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Here's Black. Still no points. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
And he drops it first. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Harris. Both good from the line that time. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Top 15 in fewest turnovers. Not a terrible place to be, but somewhere where they can improve.
Nets leading by 12. Here's Armstrong. And a miss there on the triple.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Carter from outside. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
You know, when Carter Jr. is hitting this, it opens up everything else. Love seeing him get going from there.
Brooklyn with possession here. They've led by as many as 14, and this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year. And the basket is good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Pass to Wagner. The three. And another three for Orlando.
Good to see Wagner knock down the three.
Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. The Nets have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Armstrong. And he banks in the layup. Armstrong's got 17 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Changes. Wagner comes in for Wagner, and Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Black. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Milton comes in for Williams. On the wing, Suggs. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Carter, a screen on Thomas. Caldwell Pope for 3. Orlando again missing.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Wagner's checked in for Paolo Banchero. Here's Wagner. Rebound Brooklyn. Armstrong's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Claxton. Here's Armstrong. The 3 is up. The rebound by Carter. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Inside, from the paint. The shot no good. Brooklyn leading by 11. Here's Armstrong. He's got 18. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Counted. Good. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points.
Look at Caldwell Pope battling inside. Boy, he fights through that contact, doesn't he?
Here's Milton. Buries it down low. And the Nets lead by 11. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of this one. Down low. And it's Wagner missing.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Armstrong passes to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Carter. Pass to Suggs. Wagner on the wing. Over Johnson. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at Orlando. Starting the season with a loss, you know they're ready to fight tonight. Don't want to start out 0-2.
I think the most important thing is they show improvement. Your record at this point in the season won't tell the whole story.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Magic.
Poor execution for them offensively. Settling for bad shots far too often. Recipe for disaster.
Man, Kenny, your optimism is infectious. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Trailing by 13 on the floor for the Nets. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then there's Shake Milton. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the 5.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
From deep, Johnson. He's off on that one. Orlando.
I see him, right here.
Checked in for Orlando. And the Nets making a change here. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. What a fantastic second year for Paolo Banchero, Grant. A bona fide all-star in Orlando.
Yeah, only their second all-star over the last decade. Paolo was incredible during the playoffs, averaging 27, 9, and 4. That playoff experience is big for him going forward.
Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just one or two guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
First one falls for him. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. Orlando again missing. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run, and that one good. Armstrong's got 24 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Carter, a screen on Williams. Here's Wagner. Tipped. Johnson against Carter. Here's Armstrong. Pass to Melton. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Suggs. The steal gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Armstrong. He's checked by Carter. Armstrong, no good. Orlando has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Carter's got 7.
Just 1 of 6 this quarter. Trying to shoot his way out of this funk.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Going inside. Williams passes to Armstrong. 4-3. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 27.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls. Both teams will make substitutions. That misses, so he splits the free throws. There's Bogdanovich with the 3, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back after this word. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Paolo Banchero is out there with Mo Wagner. Then it's Goga Batadze, and it's Houston in at the 2. That's who's out there for Orlando. Wagner with a screen on Bogdanovich. The 3 from Banchero. Armstrong grabs the miss. Armstrong's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Orlando with the ball. Wagner with a screen on Bogdanovich. Looking to get it going. The rebound by Bogdanovich. Brooklyn shooting the rock at 58%. Fires for 3. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
And the Magic call time here.
Get loud, fans. Off the court is your hype squad. Which section can be in the lobby for a free t-shirt?
Franz Wagner checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Houston.
407 Nancy.
Well, the Magic shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Pass to Suggs. Looking to win the run. Drills it from deep.
You know, it's not his greatest strength. He's got a lot of different things that he's good at, but Suggs will hit the 3 if you give it to him.
Here's Armstrong. Good on the bucket. Armstrong's got 16 in the second half.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Black. All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, BA, it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
Melton passes to Armstrong. From downtown, hits a three-pointer. Armstrong's got 37.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Black. Wagner outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Black. Let's go with a 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. They get it back.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip-in.
And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. To the middle. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. And Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Black. Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And Wagner gets it to go.
Really like how Wagner has really gone after it on offense. That's part of why he's hot right now.
Melton passes to Armstrong. Back to Melton. Here's Armstrong. He's covered by Suggs. Jacks up a 3. And the Nets another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
To the paint. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Easy pickings for Wagner there, just to reach up and attack the rack like that. That's simple.
Outside, Williams. Here's the 3. The shot won't fall. The Magic have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nets.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, BA. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And this one concludes with their 2nd victory of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for T.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Wagner. From deep. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's Armstrong. Williams on the wing. The 3 ball. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA. Unbelievable.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Now here's Carter. Suggs outside. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you next time.